sessions we've gone through so far. I'll just talk about it the whole time.
We could do that, but
Oh, fuck, my
I wanna,
notebook is still missing.
instead,
it's a joke. I want to play this game.
sure you do. Speaking of this game, hello everybody, and welcome to Pathlios' sister campaign, Usapait 5th Edition D&D Session 11, I believe. I probably titled this correctly. My name is Jacob, or JC, and I am your humble dungeon master for this bit, with only a little bit of that sentence being a lie. I'm joined here today by 5 wonderful people. It'll hopefully get to be 6 next week with Alpha rejoining us, but he is still out and about as of this current moment. The 5 people joining me today are Jazz, Cody, Suzanne, Helminia, and James, all playing their respective characters within the Elven-dominated continent. Couple things that we always go through right before we kind of get this out of the way. If you're watching this on Twitch live, thank you very much. We hope that you enjoy it here. And if you're watching the restream on YouTube, thank you very much as well. We're happy to see you. Please do not be afraid to follow or subscribe. We love playing D&D and we do it anyway, but this lets us know that you love watching as well. Other than that, I think it's just time to jump back in. And where do we jump back in the best, but knowing that the party has jumped down into the sewers last time. The sewers of Alinar Orin, the elven border town between the northern and central region. You all have been tasked by Adler, a member of the underground of Alinar Orin, to mark out and clear out a pathway out of the city through the sewer system. You all took your time. You destroyed quite a few doors on your pathway to the end, but eventually figured out a small, tricky bit of engineering, dodged some evil spores, and found a pipe that led to drainage outside of the city walls. With all of that said, though, it was not completely unnoticed, as some of you heard people coming behind you, uncertain of how they'd view the lot of you, but having a pretty good idea of how, having a pretty good idea that it would most likely go badly, Glarin decided to jump on the proverbial sword, step out, and boldly lie to these people, a soldier and 2 of the town guard, about why he was down here, being hired from someone up top to clear out an infestation, the infestation that they found from the final spot where the pipe was a real thing down in the sewers, and as a consequence of that is being escorted out of the sewers, as the soldier warned him that it was a very dangerous place. The rest of the group, unhindered by this soldier and his entourage, are now making it back up to the top side, grabbing what little bits they need and returning to whence they came. And I do believe that is where we left off. With that, we might as well start with the singular person who's been fallen on the sword, proverbial sword, of course. Glarin, you had talked to the soldier and the 2 town guard, and as you were being escorted out, the access point that you had actually gone through with your group is walked past. They kind of skirt past it and are heading more west. The group that the soldier is leading the way, with the other 2 kind of watching. you yourself are simply pushing along with them. Are you just allowing yourself to be escorted wherever they're taking you then?
Yeah, I suppose for now.
Okay. It is a good chunk, maybe about 5 to 8 minutes of carefully walking. They don't seem to be in any sort of rush, but they don't seem to be dawdling. It's very tactful, very slow paced, and very cautious walking through this sewer. You can almost see the military man kind of straining his ears, trying to pick up any small scrapes or scuffles along the sewer walls. Eventually, you get brought to a door that the man kind of pulls his head towards, and the guard steps over, takes this kind of large key, places it in a lock, and you hear a chunk sound as the door swivels open. You can already smell a different, I guess, density or different freshness level of air kind of waft through this door. And you can see small bits, pinpricks of light coming from above. As the soldier steps through, the guard steps through, you step through, you can see that there is the kind of equivalent of a grate with small holes kind of set through it, and a ladder leading up.
Okay. Can I try and guesstimate where, like, what the surface in this area looks like?
Make a survival check.
18?
18. From the amount of time that you've been walking from where you would actually kind of set down from the other access point, you would assume this is, well, the other point was somewhat concentrated near the center of Alinar, or in just barely onto the southern hemisphere of the city. This is almost doing the opposite, where it's pushed further west and is just barely in the northern region of the city.
Would I be able to, like, guess whether or not there's, like, a guard outpost or anything around this entrance into the sewers?
You aren't sure of exactly where this lets out of, because, I mean, it's a sewer access point, and at this moment, as you're actually kind of looking up the grate, your sense of where you are on the map doesn't actually give you the best information. What gives you the best information on whether there's going to be someone else on the other side of that latch or sewer grate is the fact of the actual, like, basically sewer cap is currently snugly placed in there. This is not one that is easily kind of pushed aside like the access point that you all had gone through. This looks like a kind of more dedicated and more dense and heavy cap that you'd assume, especially from someone who would have to climb a ladder and push directly upward, at the very least, it would be incredibly awkward to open it, and difficult. And as you kind of look to the soldier, he doesn't seem to be, like, preparing himself to climb and push or any sort of intense menial task. And so you're getting kind of an inkling that someone else is going to be up top to pull off this sewer cap.
Okay. Okie doke.
All right. If it's allowed to continue.
Yeah, nothing to it but to do it, I suppose.
All right. You get to kind of watch as he kind of steps up onto the side of the ladder, takes the kind of armored bit of his gauntlet that's like against the just below the pinky on the palm of his hand, and kind of raps it 3 times against the top of the metal. You can hear the pling, pling, pling on it, and you hear a voice a little bit behind, muffled both by maybe a little bit of distance away from the hole, like they weren't standing directly over it, and from just the amount of metal that's blocking it and kind of siphoning the sound through the holes. Be there in a second. And you see bits of the pinpricks of light in the grate kind of become blocked as as some type of tool slides into this sewer cap and begins slowly dragging it out of the pit. This kind of like indent of where the cap kind of sits in the ground. You can hear the moving of metal, and the cap kind of gets drug off, and you see more light kind of spilling in as a soldier who's kind of taken a couple rungs down on the ladder, and has kind of like put his head down so that any dirt and dust doesn't go into his eyes, but rather down his back, then begins climbing up the ladder. The guard begins to climb as well until you're the one left down in the new access point that you found.
Okay, yeah, I'll climb up.
Okay. Your hand grips the rung of the ladder as you begin to kind of climb up. You can see the kind of like sliver of the guy's upper form as he kind of like almost leans over to look down. You can see once again this armored soldier watches as you kind of climb your way up, and as you ascend, you see that you are on kind of one of the side streets of Alinar Oren's northern region. You can see that the road that you're no more than 7-8 feet from is well maintained and paved. You can see the small little barrier that has been kind of erected, almost like a police barricade, in this alleyway to block off both the entrance and exit of it. Just a simple thing that can go up and down quickly, made to dissuade people from going into the alleyway. And you can see here there's about, not including the people that you exited the sewer with, about 2 more guards. One of them that is holding this kind of long, slender, metallic tool that was used to drag the pipe, and another one that is just kind of standing by. The individuals, the soldier at the first and foremost, looks towards you and just kind of gives a gesture of like almost to the other guards of like, this is someone that we had kind of found. Almost beginning to mime, kind of wiping sweat from his brow before his gauntlet kind of impacts on his helmet with a small like metallic dink, realizing that he has the thing on. you can kind of almost feel the eyes looking at you. So, where do you need to go?
Honestly, I think this is good enough for now. I have a meeting time scheduled up for later today that I think I'll be able to go and get things sorted out with. I appreciate your help, though, getting up and out of there.
Of course. I'd want a quick deception check from you just to start off the session.
Nat 20.
All right. Just the name for the report, then.
Yes, of course. Denik Ramnos is my name.
Denik. Well, glad to know that nothing befell you down there. And hopefully your employer sees that we need to hold off being down there for the moment.
Of course. I'll be sure to let them know.
Let him out of the scene, and you see kind of the guard that was standing by kind of steps over to the barricade, kind of unlatches this kind of piece of like rope and allows you to step out onto the street.
Perfect. I will start making my way east to see if I can find a spot to sort of subtly wait for the rest of the group, maybe keep an eye on that other hatch.
Okay.
And once I'm out of eyesight, I'll drop the like mask I had on.
Sounds good.
Or the smell. Okay.
So, the rest of the group had gotten to do some other things before heading back. Were we continuing on that path of just going straight back to the access point?
Yoi was tailing Glaren.
Right. I'm only slightly dumb.
Did you hear his nerd name?
I did not hear. I don't think I heard his nerd name. JC, did I hear his nerd name? He was on the surface.
His nerd name? Well, the hatch was still open at that point, so roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 19 on the dice.
19. Absolutely.
Yeah. For a total of 19.
Do you need James to reiterate it?
Yes, please.
Denik Ramnos.
Okay.
Denik.
Have the guards that were down there left then?
No, as you hear the sound of like the barricade getting opened up and him kind of leaving this area, you hear the barricade kind of be reset, the rope of it kind of being restrung over. And then you can still hear the sounds of armor over this access point. And the sewer cap has not been replaced in that point. There's still just that basically the manhole cover has basically been removed, and there's just that large circular hole and a ladder leading up that you're probably just like standing about like maybe a little bit under 10 feet away from.
So there's probably no way for me to sneak out from this access point.
No straightforward way.
Okay. In that case, Yoi will turn back and go the other way.
Okay. You are...
Actually, before I do that, since I'm over on this side of the map, we were down here for an infestation and we didn't run into anything on the other side. Do I hear anything since I'm on the other side of the map?
And say, as you turn your attention to down in the sewer rather than listening to stuff up top, roll me one more perception.
That is a 17.
17. As you kind of focus and lend an ear for the pathways throughout this sewer, there's basically you've passed by about like 3 different routes that look like they pull due south from here, and almost kind of uniformly, even as you kind of begin moving back, as you have that kind of thought, you do hear like this like scratching and skittering from the southward end. Larger, you would assume, than the size of a standard rat, but still something with claws and something that would scurry around in the shadows.
If I stand here on the map
Mm-hmm.
and peek around the corner, do I see anything fun?
At the moment, I can state that what you'd see as having looked down is currently passageways that you can't see anything too intense behind. You can see that on the final one, there's this kind of almost like, very obviously like a small room about halfway down the hallway. And then at the end of the other 2, you can see doors. Nothing innately, we'll say, interesting or out of the ordinary.
Okay. Well, I am going to have Yoi turn back and then also turn all the way back to go get the rods.
Okay. So for non-infiltrate group, what was your plan? Are you sticking with just going back to the access point?
We gotta yank those vials out as we go.
We probably should. Did we not put the pittance in as we were making our way out the access? Or is that right now?
We also have to grab all of Glaven's stuff.
Yeah, that's in there.
So it's just me. It's just Ophelia. I'm in Aelin right now. I guess if you guys want to, but like I said, Ophelia didn't recommend it.
Yeah, you guys at the moment hadn't decided if you wanted to do the pittance or not.
Okay.
That's a choice for the 3 of you to make.
Yeah, what was the reason for not recommending it?
With
Because
the
the
explosion and
guards
everything out,
are
the
here.
guards are still wandering around, yeah.
Okay. That's fair, I guess. It would be pretty... When are we going to do it, though? Confirm that... I guess now that Yoi's confirmed, we can... Cross shield through it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
metagaming,
can come
guess.
back and do it later too. Maybe like 1 or 2 of us come back and knock it out real quick. Now that we know that there's like nothing down here to worry about.
Yeah, that's true. We also kind of know that... We also know the guard's schedule right now, though. Like, we know that they're not going to be next to the door when we come out. I think there's a risk if, like, 1 or 2 of us comes back.
I suppose can come back later on and deal with it.
It's just the 3 of us, yeah. You could do your cute maid costume thing again. I bet that would distract him.
Oh, you think that the maid outfit's cute?
Don't put that on me. What's the plan here? Are we going? Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's go for now. We'll come back later.
Okay. So you guys have headed out. Glaren is making his way back there, and you're heading back down to the southern end to grab the rods.
Yeah, I'm heading all the way back down. Would it... Is Glaren's stuff, is that going to be way too heavy for Yoi to grab?
I don't believe it's anything insane. It's not like his armor sets. It's just like a bunch of pins.
Yeah, the
It's
heaviest
actually-
thing
it's
in there is
14
just like the 50 red pittance.
Yeah, it's 14 pounds worth of pittance.
Because
I don't know a lot.
the door is still open
It is.
when she gets back because the rods are still in. If she looks through the doorway, does she see his stuff? I feel like she would forget about it if she doesn't see it.
Because where did his... No, his stuff wouldn't have been dropped at the direct door, I feel.
No, I probably would have put it like. Can I ping? Looks like we're doing a fireball. Probably just like right here.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be immediately visible from where the keys are.
Right. So, as Yoi looks in the door and she's like, feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh well. She'll grab all of the rods and then start making her way back up top.
Okay.
No guard footsteps down here still though, right?
Like, are you listening for guard footsteps, or are you just...
Like, as I'm like going back up, I don't hear anything.
Give me one last perception.
Alright. That's a little worse. 14.
14. As you are making your way back, this is getting to about that area with the door that the mushrooms were in, and that like fire blast kind of came out from when you guys had interacted with them.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening, and you're specifically worrying about like armored footfalls, and you're not hearing any of that. But as you're still straining your ears from the western hallway, you once again like hear this scraping of like claws against the wall, and then the skittering away.
Is Yoi curious enough to check? You know what? Let me consult my character sheet really quickly.
Let me check this. Watch this drive.
I mean, she's got a pretty high intelligence, so maybe not. But then again, what would the check be to, like, obviously sneaking over, but to get a peeksies of what might be down here?
I mean, it would be, if you wanted to not be seen by whatever's there, it would be stealth to move there, and then the stealth would give you a new perception check with a different DC depending on where you move to. So, that would be what's going on. To see anything. Because you're hearing stuff. Are you going to see
here,
stuff?
Right?
Yes.
Right, like right over here?
Yes.
Alright, you know what? Stealth.
'Kay.
Stealth me.
Roll a stealth check.
Come on, buddy. Come on. There's a 19 on the dice for a total of 19.
A total of 19. What you see as you slowly make your way over is, for one thing, it is a bit of a hallway. You can see some stuff over there, but here you can see heading downwards, and this door is at a slight angle. It's open. It's not shut or locked like you've seen other ones. And through the little slit that you can see kind of the edge of almost like some sort of maybe wooden barrel or something along those lines. But you're not entirely sure, and you can make a perception check.
Yeah, I want to make a perception. Oh, 20.
20. Okay. As you kind of look over there, the kind of large barrel, massive barrel, snags your attention for but a moment. And it's lucky that it doesn't hold your attention for as long as it does, because otherwise you'd be looking up at how far into the ceiling this barrel seems to go, and not down at the floor, where you get the flash of this kind of red, leathery, scaled tail that drags across the floor very quickly with that scampering of claws before it disappears behind the door.
Is it fucking kobolds?
You want to make a nature check?
Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Uh, 14.
14. As the idea of kobolds come to your mind, you begin to kind of put some things together of scaled, clawed beings that scamper around in wasteful places, not really caring about the conditions that they're moving around in, just trying to be in some place relatively isolated and in the shadows and laying traps for people. This definitely does ring all the bells of kobolds.
All right. Keeping tabs on that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind, because if they heard that explosion go off, I'm sure that they're, and it is kobolds, they're probably on high alert now. Okay. Yoi turning back, does she need to make another stealth, or is it safe to assume that we're safe for now?
It should be good.
Okay. Yoi's gonna go back to the Surfos, following after everybody else.
Alrighty. The other group has been on the top for a while now. After a bit of time, maybe about like 10 minutes, Glayrun, you're able to actually kind of return to the access point. If the three of you are hanging around there and waiting. Ophelia, and Aelin.
Yeah, maybe like near-ish by. So everybody can like maybe keep an eye on it, but we're
Monitor
not
the
like
surroundings.
just standing there.
Gotcha.
I would say that we'd be like, yeah, like kind of just poking our this little space if we could.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. As the group of three becomes a group of four. As the three of you see Glayrun return unharmed to the lot of you.
Well, were you guys able to get the pittance down and get out of there okay?
We
have a
decided
plan for
not.
it.
We're gonna put him down later because we didn't want the guards walking back through while we're there.
Okay. The guards are taken care of for now, at least. They're all caught up doing paperwork and reports, at least for the time being.
You sure
Did we-
about that?
How quickly do you think we could get this done?
Like 85% sure. I think we could do it quick. Put a piton down every 15 feet. If there are 3 of us or 2 of us even down there doing it,
How many hammers do we have?
no time at all.
Do we have enough?
Let me make sure. I think we only have the one hammer from them, but I have a crowbar that I could use in place of a hammer. Wouldn't be as effective, but it would work well enough, I think.
This is all pre-Yoi coming back to the surface, right? Glayrun joins them first.
Yes.
Also, grabbed my stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Oh yeah. Put your stuff here. Okay, enough.
What stuff?
I'm not.
All the crap I left in that room so I didn't have to haul it through the shit pile.
Oh, and that was comical.
I'm
Truly.
glad that you appreciated it.
I want to kind of mimic Yoi's voice and what she said to Glayrin right as she's coming back to greet us. I want her to catch me in the act if possible.
You waiting until you hear her footsteps?
Yes!
Make a perception check.
I would love nothing more than to do that if only I had my dice on the table.
Why do all of you start D&D without your dice?
We are.
I have all of
How
mine.
deep
I have
into
all
the
of mine.
stream are we? Hold on.
36 minutes.
35 minutes and I've done
We are
enough.
30 minutes deep into the stream
Oh,
and you
I will.
don't
I'll
have your
roll for
dice
you.
out.
I got it, I got it.
All right.
12.
Yoi, were you maintaining that stealth on your way?
Yeah, because I don't want to get caught by any guards.
You
My
needed
pass
to.
was 14 if that matters.
The active stealth of 14 does beat a passive perception of 14, unfortunately.
That's fair enough.
But
So now I get to do it straight to her face.
you get to do it straight to their face, as unless if anything else wants to be addressed very quickly, Yoi is going to be joining the group. As Yoi, you make yourself known, kind of coming up through the access point. You can see the other four kind of gathered in a loose group off to the side.
Well, there's something down there. I think it's a goddamn kobold infestation.
Oh, joy. You made it up all right? No encounters with guards or anything on your way back through?
No. I tried to be as quiet as possible. I ended up following your trail first, but it sounded like they were guarding that access point pretty well, so I turned around.
Okay.
Yui, you didn't happen to stumble by Glaren's stuff, did you?
Shit.
Well,
No, but I got these. And she'll hold up the rainbow dicks.
well,
Does that lock us back out of the...
we can put them back in. We'll be fine.
Okay. Should we just... Do
We
we have
should
the time to just hustle down right now?
I think so.
Well, again, if it is kobolds down there, I'd imagine that smoke gas trap wasn't a coincidence, really.
Well, if it is kobolds, I'm pretty sure that if they jump us, we can handle them, as long as we stay on the right route.
Depending
Yeah.
on how many there are.
No, we should be quick. You didn't alert.
They're
Did you?
kobolds.
I don't believe so.
Oh, whatever they are, I think should be okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they hear us, but I guess we'll just have to... Maybe we'll start with the furthest and work our way in.
I see no point in sending all of us down into that cramped tunnel with them skittering around. I think one person should suffice. Sneakier than all of us traipsing down there, considering.
Dungeon
Well,
Master, should I roll a nature to remember how long of a passageway it was?
That would be a survival, not a nature.
A survival. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Call me a fool.
No, you're fine.
Oh, ooh. Laren was looking at pretty rocks. He was pretty impressed with the walls. I rolled a 5 with, I believe, a +3 to an 8.
I mean, it was a bit of a trek. You guys going carefully did take basically the better part of 2 hours to do it. One person moving quickly and concisely could could get there a lot faster, but yeah, you're not entirely sure how long the path actually was.
Okay, you cut out for like a whole tail end of a sentence.
I got the vibes that essentially it's pretty far, and I probably won't know exactly.
Yeah, you don't know exactly. It's pretty far.
Yeah. Well, but do
Gonna
you think?
open a window to let the Wi-Fi in.
It's not even the nature of how far it is. It's about how cramped that tunnel is. I can't imagine you or him over there would be able to fight in those conditions. Especially with something that's going to outnumber and swarm us.
I suppose, yeah, that's true. Should we station a person in corridors? You know, maybe stagger ourselves out. If there's 2 or 3 of us going, I guess we don't know how many kobolds there were, but there's probably always one more than you think.
I think it's best if I don't go with you. Those violent beasts will descend upon me quickly.
I wouldn't let that happen, but I appreciate
you can't exactly fight with me on your back, then.
No,
so
but the narrow corridors can do us a favor, and then we'll get past
Do
it.
you want to help with whoever's doing the pittance then?
I think perhaps let's.
Oh yes, of course. And she puts her one arm out of the bag.
Hey man,
You can hold the one pin.
I can drag you along.
You
and you
can
can
hold it in
hand me
place, we
fucking
can hit,
pittance.
Yeah.
That's pretty effective, actually. Like
Like having a
while
third
I'm
hand.
hammering shit, we can.
yeah.
You'd be helpful.
Well enough then. I suppose could go through the corridor with me. Grab the pittance, we'll make our way through, and we'll meet you guys along the way as we're staggered out. No more than a few feet, a running distance to meet up with the others.
Mm-hmm.
I could roll that survival, or I think I don't really have any difference in between the two. Well, one is higher. I think Ophelia would be more inclined to roll a history check than a survival, considering she was in the bag most of the time.
Mm.
You could count in footsteps and based off of
Aelin's stride to gauge the distance. Or survival. I don't really mind however you do it. Whatever you think works best.
I mean, I've just set it as a survival, is what it is.
Well, then I will be rolling at survival. Judge.
Never mind.
It'd be crazy though if Ophelia just did a bunch of math.
I can't do that math. It was dark. 9. How far was it? Far.
Fuck it. Can I try?
Sure.
Are we all just gonna roll survival?
You guys just trying to figure out how far it is?
Yeah.
Someone guess the distance. Someone is paying attention.
Does a 14 get me there?
I'm fine helping you out of on that.
Just go do this though. You should just go walk down the hallway.
Just
I rolled
walk.
a 1.
Yeah,
Roll
just
a
start
1. Oh.
So now the hallway has.
So now it's
stretched out in our
longer.
imagination. Yeah,
Mhm.
like a horror movie. No matter how far we go to get Blaren's stuff, it'll always be 20 more feet away.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be perfectly fine. You have to BLJ.
Was someone?
like
Were you
200 feet.
actually
It's like
tracing out the path right there? I saw that.
Yeah,
I was trying, and then I let go of the mouse, and I didn't care enough to try again.
Uh huh.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. Oh, someone else is doing them too? Perfect. Let's all measure it. Fuck it. You can't stop us, Dungeon Master.
Oh, lordy.
I don't think we should have to... I think we should probably just start our way down the hallway. I don't think we need the actual distance.
One person every 60 feet ought to be good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
every
it's
60 feet is fine.
60 feet.
Pittons every 15, okay, do you think?
Probably.
I would believe so.
Yeah, if you just put it like same side of the passage, just in like where the edge or where the wall meets the floor, every 15 feet, that should be good enough. If need be, someone can run their hand or foot along that path and just bump into them.
Did he set a distance?
We weren't given a specific distance. That's why I figured 15
Okay.
feet is more than enough,
I like it.
or frequent enough at least.
Yeah, I like it. We
Fine
have
with
50
that.
of them or so we should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get to it then.
All right.
Sick.
Who's going all the way to the end?
Do you want to
Got
come
it.
with me all the way to the end?
Aelin quickly puts his finger on his nose.
My stuff is down there. I'll go down there, I guess. I don't mind.
Okay.
I feel terrible making Glaven walk all the way back from stuff.
I don't
All
know.
Oh
right.
no, I have to use my legs to walk.
Figure out who I'm
Isn't
going
that
with.
like-
I think you're sticking with me.
I'm gonna pick up Ophelia's bag.
I'm going to the end, so that's where I'm going.
All
You're
right.
going to the end?
Yes.
Okay, I guess
I'll
you're
watch.
going with me.
In that case, yeah, I'll watch a hallway somewhere
Back.
along the way. Not quite at the 60, but
I mean, it's
a little bit of
between
watch.
and Glarin. If you want to take me with you, but I'm going to the end to hold the pittance in place. You could grab his stuff and go back. That's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
I think that works just fine. You're faster anyway.
Yeah, I am fast.
Okay.
Okay. You can pick up the bag with the wizard in it.
The wizard bag.
Hell yeah. Wizard bag.
Alrighty. So, what is the plan for dispersing Pittons and the hammer, since you've got one hammer between all of you?
Do we have only one hammer? For sure.
Whoever has yeah, we only have one hammer. We also have a crowbar and maybe one other thing that might be able to be used to smash it in.
Isn't it also
Okay.
pitch black down here?
Yes, but people have dark vision, so it's not like a huge deal.
Not
Oh, yeah, not everybody. Someone's missing it. Or a couple people are missing it.
Couple are.
actually no.
Or is it? It's actually no, not.
think
It's
it's
just
Joey.
Joey and yeah.
Oh wait, no. Is just playing pretend, I believe.
Oh.
Temporarily,
All right.
I
I'm
just have
just,
dark vision.
I
What the
can
fuck, I'm
temporarily
sorry.
acquire dark vision.
Gotcha. That's what it is.
All right.
So
Let's
I
get
have
going
dark.
then.
I have dark vision. What are you guys talking about?
I was like, I
Of course
thought,
of course you
I
do.
thought they did, but I was like, I'm suddenly not sure.
Didn't you blindly walk into a crate though?
I was gonna say, I don't think
That was the thing that happened.
Yeah,
I just forgot to turn it on.
you just forgot to turn it on.
Don't
forgot
be
to
too
flip the
hard.
light switch.
Blinked too hard.
I don't quite see it, but you know what? We won't worry about that right now.
Alright,
Okay.
so we're descending back down the grate.
Yes, seems to be.
Suppose we are. That's you.
I'll take the hammer.
Hammer's with my stuff at the end of the
Hammer's in
passage.
the bag with the pittons at the end of the
Okay.
passage.
Everything's at the end.
We'll disperse that when we get there then.
That's what I get for trusting my party members to
I
grab my
know.
shit.
Oh,
Glaven, I
I'm
hate
sorry,
to
I didn't have
say
a free hand.
Glarin, I hate to say it, I think we might be as bad as they think we are at this stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get
Anyway,
the job
Yoy
done.
at the front, because she cannot see as far as I'm aware.
And
She's
also
also-
happens to have the keys.
And also happens to have the keys, but all the doors are closed or fine right now.
Yeah.
all the doors are broken down except for the last
except for the
one.
last one because you couldn't break it down.
Okay.
Believe me, we tried.
I guess as we get going, is gonna get something special.
Ooh.
You know how typically when you're carrying Ophelia, you would have a capacity issue and would be halved?
Yeah.
That is no longer true.
Oh.
As enhance ability, I spoke with JC about this beforehand, so this is good with the folks at home. Enhance ability that doubles your carrying capacity makes this quite handy for you.
Damn. I don't really even notice at first, and I'm just like going for a sec before I realize that like this is way too easy, and I walk ahead of everyone.
This may be the fastest I've moved in my whole life.
Yeah.
Along with that, you also have advantage on any strength checks should they become relevant, which I guess hammering the pittons would be. So this all works out.
It'll just be
Damn.
one hit.
We are.
This
One
lasts
hit
an
all the way
hour.
down.
Damn.
What's the-
hell yeah.
John Henry.
Let me get the reference. Yes, yes. Thank you for that reference. I almost had to Google it.
It was a mighty
Can't wait to hear
man.
what keywords you had to type in to get to that.
I was
Talk
gonna
about that
do
later.
no. I was gonna do like strong guy break rock against machine or whatever. So he was like he did like the versus.
I
machine
just
thing.
love
Anyway,
American folk heroes. That's it.
It's so good.
He's
so
he's
Anyway,
he's
almost
part
as
of the
good as
he's
getting
part of the
these pittons in
trifecta. He's part of the
It's
part
cooler
of the.
than Paul Bunyan.
I love. Paul
It's
Bunyan,
it's
dude. Watch
him,
it.
Paul
I love
Bunyan,
Paul
Johnny Appleseed. Those are the three towers of American
The American cryptids.
It's
the
incredible.
American folk heroes.
They got Baba Yaga. We got Johnny Appleseed, who
got
defied the
Johnny
will of
Appleseed.
heaven to feed the poor.
Honestly,
You
I'll
got a
take
large
Johnny
man who
Appleseed over
broke
Baba
rock.
Yaga any day. Those apples, they have
Yeah.
cyanide in them. You think Baba Yaga can get past that?
She's got that house with the chicken legs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's pretty baller.
Mobile home, the original mobile home. That's pretty good.
Anyway,
You understand,
I
he'll
can't
just
believe
call in his homie Paul Bunyan. He does nothing but chop down tall things.
you
Yeah.
chop it down.
He put his finger in the dirt and made the Grand Canyon. Are you not paying attention? That's huge. It's
The
monumental.
Paul
Literally.
Bunyan, I thought it was when he was tired and he was dragging his axe as he was going home.
Is that it too?
Yeah, I
I've
thought
heard
that's
so
what made the
many-
Grand
that's
Canyon.
that's the cool thing. All right. Well,
We'll talk
We'll have to
about
figure.
that.
We'll have to do our
Roasting.
lore session after this.
go down to the YouTube comments. Tell us what you think about Paul Bunyan's lore.
on the next episode, the American Cryptid series.
The American
Anyway, let's keep going.
Cryptids. Our next
That could be
campaign, American Cryptids.
Oh,
That would be great.
I would stop homebrew.
We got
Oh,
fucking
I can eat-
John.
How do we get that in the? How do we get that in this lore? do we make that canon
What we
then?
get? John Henry, Paul Bunyan, Johnny Apple.
Dude, I can't. I'm making.
That's
I'm,
too much. Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is too good.
are you guys heading as a? I'm trying to figure out how you guys are planning on doing this.
Yeah,
Are you?
we're obviously going in a line, and then someone is going all the way down with Ophelia,
And then
I
they're just
believe
gonna
it's
step
either-
back, basically, like walk
then
all the
start
way
making their
back
way
with the
back.
pittons. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how are we like staggering it in a way that we just toss the bag, you grab your 15 or whatever, and then you toss the bag down the line. 60 feet's probably too far. For
We're
that,
doing
but-
we're doing 60 feet so we can fight. And Ophelia are gonna just put them every 15 feet as fast as we can. With the enhanced ability, I don't imagine this is gonna be that difficult. So
Okay.
with me feeding pittons out of the bag into the mage hand, the mage hand's gonna put it the next 15 feet. When while she's hammering that one in, the mage hand comes to gets the next one, goes 15 feet down, and we stagger it down that way, and then we'll regroup with you guys as we go.
I like that. I like that.
Okay, cool.
I hope we have to make a strength check for over the table. I hope we have to make a strength check for every one of those, and if you fail, you hammer your finger.
Well, that's why she has advantage
That's
on
why
all
they have
strength checks.
advantage.
Yeah, that's fair, but you never know. You never
Don't
know.
expect me to help you. You want me to roll in athletics?
Double ones.
Let's
I
see.
mean, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
And break.
you guys are able to kind of move down and kind of spread out in your each unique ways. I would like.
She's running at 80 feet
Hmm?
a turn. I
Yeah.
think she is sprinting at 80 feet a turn.
Are you guys sprinting, or are you guys trying to be quiet about it until you start hammering?
I wasn't sprinting, but I'm moving at like 40 feet.
Okay. Gotcha. So you guys do your spread out. I assume Yoi has to come with you almost to the end so that she can put the keys in.
No, I can do that.
If you want to grab those from Yoi.
I yoinked them out as we were coming back because I didn't think Yoi did that. I thought I had them.
We can... You guys are together now. It's all right. Someone can have the keys and then pull through over there. And... Aelin, I would like a perception check out of you while this is happening.
Ooh.
Since you have placed yourself over there.
Clearly you don't know who you're talking to. Oh my gosh. Clearly you know who you're talking to.
It's just where you put yourself on the map.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to plan ahead. That's an 11.
An 11.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good. All right, so the two of you are able to get all the way down there. Are one of you, is Glaren or Yoi at the final, like at the end of it, and that's what your guys' plan is, or are one of you closer, trying to figure
Yoi
out?
I can stay there, all hang out like there-ish, I think is okay.
Okay,
I mean, we can just do some quick mathematics.
sounds perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
like the way it was supposed to go was like Yoi was gonna be here.
Yeah,
Someone was supposed to be like right here, around like this weird junction. Someone was like right here, and then we were in here. And that means if something happens, we are staggered enough that we could reach the other person within one turn of sprinting. That's how this was supposed to work.
Saying like that.
Something like that.
That. Somewhere like around here somewhere, and then all the way up.
Looks good.
Within
Right,
60-ish
Yep,
feet of each other.
that still means Aelin is the one making that check.
Always, dude.
That's
Yeah.
all good. Check is finished. We're moving past that. We'll get a athletics check out of as you start putting in a pin.
Well, we have something to do in this room
Oh,
first.
do you?
Yes, we do.
All right.
How about you throw in that spooky music for me again?
Oh no,
Aw.
Oh,
the spooky music.
Whatever you got.
Nah, it's fine. We'll return to whence we came from.
And as we're conversing, in the bag, as we're picking everything up, strengthed up, Ophelia says from within the bag, coming out of it, we're not done here just yet.
yeah.
She begins to slink out of it, and as she leans forward, it does kind of pull you backwards a bit. And she's kind of edging you towards the wall near that platform.
Okay, fuck it, we'll move over there.
I was gonna have do this on her own, but I'm already here. I might as well. You said this over here needs to be modified for a full person to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Does it need to be modified for me to get through it?
I'd say it'd be a little bit of a tight fit, but you'd be able to attempt to squeeze through. You have to assist you.
I want to try to get into here.
Yo.
Sounds good. It would be a athletics or acrobatics to go in there, and if has proficiency, or even not, if you're just deciding to use athletics because of the current state of physical form with the enhanced ability, they could give you the assist.
I'm just proficient, so I'll just
Uh,
give that to you.
I have to roll acrobatics.
You don't have
Well,
to.
Have
I have
to
a,
roll it, actually,
I
because
have
you
a
have it.
-3 in athletics.
Okay, but did you consider you have advantage?
You know what? I'm gonna do it for you, and if you drop me, you're not getting what I have in my bag. My advantage, athletics, and a -3. Okay, maybe I was wrong. 16?
Yo.
16, you are able to kind of push and squeeze through this kind of door of the pipe. Is able to kind of help support you as you kind of slide through the kind of like slick surface on the inside of a commonly used pipe.
I want to mage hand out of the bag that I was in a well of ink from my scholar's pack.
Easy
if
enough.
possible. And inside of this tunnel that I can see in, I'm going to paint along the wall with my finger in the ink. There's nothing there. Go back.
Can I like stick my head in and see what Ophelia's doing?
I mean, it depends. Ophelia, are you gonna make this message something that someone, as soon as they get into the pipe, would see? Or are you dragging yourself up, upwards on that little odd incline of this pipe and writing it in there?
I could go up a little bit, but I'm not exactly hiding it from anybody.
Yeah, so
like this is a warning before you reach the halfway point.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of like, with that hatch kind of being slid open and pushing Ophelia through, more for just like curiosity over anything else of what they're doing. You keep your head by that open hole, and you can see them kind of scratching this into the wall.
You know, I had a feeling that you knew something when you were being weird with Valden earlier. What do you know that I don't?
I know many things you don't know. You'd have to be specific, really. As she is still getting this message out. It is kind of long.
I mean, you're writing stuff on the wall. And like, you're being weird about that town, that name earlier.
I don't suppose you'll be placated by can a lady have some secrets, will you?
You know, you can. I've shown you some secrets. I wouldn't mind a little exchange here.
The writing on the wall is the writing on the wall.
Did something happen there?
Something happens everywhere, all the time, every day. So yes, something did happen there. But I suppose I can't imagine much happening there anymore. As this is, we're still having this conversation. I do imagine. I don't want to take too long because this enhance ability has limits on it. Once I have my message on the wall, she gives like a few cursor like blows on it to dry the ink, so that it won't smudge away in this dank tunnel. I probably should have used. Am I content that this message will stay here?
as you look at it, over time, it will, especially if this place becomes under use again and water gets jettisoned through here, it'll get washed away. But in the short term, you believe it will stick for a bit. As long as the sewers stay evacuated, it should stick around for a bit.
Do I have anything that would make this stay around longer? Nope, not even close.
Would anything out of a forgery kit help that stay? I don't even know what's in there.
I'm not sure if there's anything directly that would help. It is inked onto the side of metal. And
A clear wax, maybe,
probably
would be
fine.
the only thing.
but it's
Oh.
of the thing of like if the place doesn't get reinstated and start pumping water through the pipe, it should stick around for a good bit. If the place gets reinstated, no one's gonna be able to go through that pipe anyway.
Suppose I've done my part well enough. Ophelia's gonna slink back down this a bit and attempt to make her way back into the bag.
Easy enough to get pulled back out, and you enter in the bag.
I have no way to actually clean my hands of this ink, so I'll kind of like, I'll wipe it off somewhere, and I'll deal with that later. But once I'm in the bag, my hand's dry, my message is on the wall. Let's do what we came to do.
All right. Well, yeah. I think I'm going to set, like, I guess wherever we're starting, with the pittance.
Oh, I was just saying, I forgot.
We'll start here and do one every 15 feet.
Okay.
So
Ophelia down. And like,
Leave your measure out. I will mark.
like Ophelia on one side with the pittance, like I'll just set them by her, and then she can hand them to me and I'll hammer it and I'll just pick them both up and we'll just move down little by little.
she actually is holding them to the wall with her mage hand, feeding them out of the bag.
Perfect.
Sounds
I
good.
fucked it up. It's fine.
Last
Here.
measurement's right about right, so just go off that.
Should we put one by the door?
Yeah, we
So
can
that's
start there.
The wrong way. I mean, I feel like even if we just put one there, like across the room, I think people would get it.
Yeah, there's only one way out of this room. Yeah, we should put one over here too.
Yeah, I just figure we don't want them to accidentally loop into that other room.
Yeah, probably be preferable they don't do that, which I think it should be fine because we're actually, if Yoi is here, she could probably pull them out as we go. I don't know why she's here though. One right here, directly next to Aelin.
Yep. Seriously.
Oh, again,
I'm-
like right
I'm-
here.
Next to Aelin. Where's Yoi right now?
You are in the chamber.
And you need me to
Commerce.
pull
At
out
the
the rainbow
bottom.
sticks?
Yeah, you can as we go through. I don't know why you're down here. It's the thing.
Because I had the rainbow sticks,
Rainbow
right? Or did I
sticks.
pass them off?
I was
we
supposed to
had
get them from you, but it's fine. And then that's it.
No.
All those green dots are where we're gonna do this.
Sounds good.
Looking back, should have made placement green and the pittance red.
All right. Well, give me a quick athletics check.
I get advantage on that, right?
Yes, indeed. It is a strength-based check.
the mage hand holding the Pitman in place.
Uh, 15.
15. You're able to kind of set a pretty good pace as the rest of you who are kind of keeping watch, keeping guard, can't help but wince as the echoing ping of a piton being hammered into the wall kind of echoes throughout the sewer. But a good pace of maybe taking 3 to 5 blows to actually sink the piton completely into the wall. And with that, we're able to kind of move throughout this. I've just got a quick little thing to roll.
Please don't.
I'm just rolling and rolling and rolling. Okay.
I know what you're doing.
No, you don't. You don't know shit. This is my world.
I know what you are.
Don't you dare. Okay. As each of you, at some point, kind of walking back, you can hear these pitons being hammered in, and during some sections of this, you swear, each of you at different times could swear that just after the ringing of...
Did you guys come back online?
I'm-
The stream
I'm
is
back.
that was
And I just
all of
looked at each other, we
us.
were like, everything just go quiet for you.
Holy shit.
Well, I was
I
like...
thought you were waiting on me to respond for something. I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. Like, I did
Uh-huh.
not know the last 5 words.
Well,
And
it's
then
it's so
silence.
where it cut out for me, which I have a feeling is where it cut out for stream, is me detailing the pitons being hammered in, and right after the echo, at different points of time, each of you have the experience of. And then I saw Cody like whip his head at the camera and stop mid whip, and I was like, "Oh, he's about to say something." And then I looked up and saw James not moving, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." I looked at the stream had crashed. I was like, "Oh, this is all bad." Okay.
That's kind of how it went on my end. Like you were saying something about the echo, and then you like just cut out, and then you never came back.
We died.
And so we were just sitting there like,
Well, was it all of you, or were you by yourself?
I could talk to Helminia. I could talk to everyone, and then Jazz and Cody died for a second. They came back, and then James died for a second. James came back, and then you finally came back.
Yeah, mine was the longest, it seems. Unfortunate. This is we'll try to pick it back up. But as and
About the
Ophelia
echoes?
as and Ophelia have been hammering in pitons, in between the wincing sounds of echoing metal ringing on soft metal going throughout the sewers, each of you at separate points, Glaeren, Yoy, Aelin, each can swear that you hear the sound of quickened scratched footsteps kind of hustling throughout the sewer and almost trying to skid to a stop just a little bit too late after the echoes have died, moving under the cover of sound around each of you. And then the next piton starts. Boom, 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 and the echoes refill the space. You make it to Glaeren with no issues. Interruptions, Yoy has gotten to with no interruptions. Finally, all the way back up to Aelin with no interruptions. You guys are able to, without interruptions, for 15 feet along all of this, strike in these deep red pittons into the, well, depending on the way, but the eastern side of the sewer wall. I believe 15 or 16 pittons get used, and you guys have a path mapped out. For nothing, nothing taken away from you except for a little bit of your nerve from swearing you hear something in the dark.
I am going to roll something. She's expressed that it's kobolds. I don't know what Ophelia would know outside of people just saying, like, yeah, like, 3 kobolds in a trench coat will stab you in an alley.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll a nature survival. Is this going to become a problem? Because if it seems like they're going with the echoing, it seems like they're trying to hide themselves and make their way over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess as we reach here, with my particularly strong eyes, I'll gander down the long hallway.
Absolutely. Make a gander.
120 feet, dark vision. Which reaches the end of that hallway. What do I see with my perception check? Hopefully something interesting. Hopefully something not very interesting. I see too much. That was a 21.
A 21. As kind of puts you down to crack a piton into the wall after the rest of you had kind of gotten over to Aelin, you focus a little bit less on holding the piton to the wall with your mage hand and put some more effort in looking down the hallway that had set you in. And while this is happening, while you're trying to tune out the ringing sound of metal driven into stone, you do see at about the halfway point where it kind of pulls around, you can see this kind of red scaled claw kind of pull around the wall, and this beginning of this kind of almost like rusty red top and like a grayish kind of gradient into sand bottom snout kind of begin to peer around the corner, and then almost immediately as it begins to look around and it sees the group of you, not sure if it makes eye contact with you or not. It's a little far away, and its eyes are kind of these big bulbous orbs out from behind its snout, as you only really get to see one of them, this kind of like sickly yellow color, as it kind of blinks and the snout snaps back behind the corner, out of sight.
As like comes down with the hammer to place in the next piton, the mage hand kind of like snaps it out of the way, and it clatters across the ground. And it looked with intention, if is looking at it, that the mage hand moved out of the way on purpose. And I'm hoping that they were trying to time it, and hearing this, they just step out from the corner, intending to go by it, and I get a full look of what happens.
Mm-hmm. Of this moment, what you know is that as was hammering in that piton, it looked like it might have been attempting to move while the hammering was happening, but you do know that as that creature turned the corner, it did see the group and did seem to relinquish back around that corner, out of sight. And as you disturb that piton, you do not see a reemergence of the creature.
Did you see something?
I see many things, but yes. Unfortunately, you guys can't.
Like described?
I'll describe what I saw.
Yoi, this kind of solidifies it for you of, yeah, that is the descriptor of a standard kobold.
I would like to call out, kind of at just talking volume. I would like to say out in Draconic. We mean no harm. We'll be gone soon.
Yoi will also speak out in Draconic. Don't be an annoyance.
Both of you can make a... you only get a persuasion check. Yoi, you get a choice between persuasion and intimidation.
Ooh, I wonder which one I'm better at. Hold on.
I feel like I know what they're speaking, but I can't exactly put my finger on it.
I got a 17 for my persuasion.
17.
I got a 17 for intimidation.
Hey! Look at that.
Matching my wavelength.
Matching the waves. As both of you kind of call this out, and you can hear almost like this kind of echoing rasp kind of follow your words that you have, both of you have stated in Draconic, kind of moving into the corridors of the sewer. And there's a pause for a moment. And just enough time passes that both of you think that they're just hiding from you all now. Before every single one of you hears maybe a little bit more than a dozen sets of clawed feet just kind of scamper and skitter off in directions, becoming quieter, and the echoes sounding off of the stone pull away.
I'll pull the hammer back, ready for Ophelia to set the next pit.
What should I roll to interpret what language was that?
That would be... I would say a history check.
Okay, sure thing. 9?
9. It sounds familiar, like something that you had, maybe you've heard or maybe even understood a version of the dialect, but you can't place it directly. It escapes you.
I'm not exactly sure what language you both are speaking, but I will pull out my ink bottle again, and she's not here anymore, but I will hand it to Yoha and say, if you do write that language, you should mark the paths down there to let them know that they shouldn't come this way any further. For safety reasons. And we'll let her deal with that when she gets back.
Absolutely.
Back into it.
I just want to look down at Ophelia, and I know many languages. Ugh. And we'll get back to hammering pittons.
Don't you test me. I have one language I didn't pick from character creation. I will ruin your life. I have one free language in my back pocket right now.
So, you all slowly make your way back to the access point. the pittons ringing out, you all kind of waiting, straining to hear anything, but you don't, you aren't bothered further, as you can make your way back to the entrance and be finally done with it.
Hooray!
With it, each of you, one by one, are able to climb out, if that is your wish, and eventually you can all stand in a loose group back topside, with the sun kind of peeking through the clouds above, no longer down below in the sewer.
As we're leaving, I want to pull Yoi aside and ask her if she could lead me to the other entrance where the guards came through earlier. Just real quick to check on it.
We're taking the guards' entrance.
Just because we just made a lot of noise, I want to make sure they're not coming this way.
Okay.
I also asked Yoi to do something for me.
What did you need?
I wanted her to take this ink while I have and go mark the walls, like past this bit, to let the kobolds know that it's not safe to go this way and they should stay over there.
In Draconic.
In whatever language you spoke to them in.
Oh, okay.
I feel like couldn't exactly place what it was at this time.
In that case, can I be? Can I choose the message?
I can't
Technically,
exactly
they
stop
can't
you.
understand it, yeah.
They can't understand it. They can't read.
I can't read Draconic.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the kobolds for a second.
You don't know if the kobolds can read.
They're pretty fucking dumb, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yoi will accept the request. And in Draconic, which wall did you need me to write it on?
Like over here, right?
Yeah, just to let them know that they're like these are the places they can't go. So like, don't come this way. Probably shouldn't go like the way towards the guards. So like just kind of like put it down at their height and let them know like
I'm
you'll
gonna
have
write
problems.
it on this wall, JC, so as they're coming out of the hallway, it's like right in front of their face.
Sounds good.
And on this side right here, I'm gonna write oh, let me think about this real quick.
Hey man.
This
It's
way
not
for
safe out here
dummies. And then I'll write guards this way. And then I will write here, stay put, you little hellions.
Sounds good.
Oh, wait. We're not heartless, so... And I know they like shiny things. So, right underneath the one in the middle, can I put just one gold piece?
That's heartless. That's kind of heartless.
You're absolutely able to put a gold piece down in front of the three sides.
Great, because I know they might not look at the writing unless it's... Ooh, shiny thing.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny. And then we're gonna go back, I suppose.
All right.
I don't run into any of them when I'm on my way over there, do I?
No. No, you don't.
Okay. Okay.
And then there was the one other request.
When the two of us head over there, you see Amju like weave a couple quick hand signs.
Okay.
And I'm casting Pass Without Trace using 2 key points.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you two are going over to investigate the guards area where they popped out. Who am I going with? And also that enhance ability is probably gone by this point. It only lasts an hour.
I'll just hand you off to Aelin as we're like, because like we kind of group back up as we move up, I assume. So like when we're all kind of ready to go topside, I'll just hand you off to Aelin, and then Yoy and I will just kind of peek over real quick and then come back.
Okay. So the two of you are planning on going over to the western exit?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll stealth check. You get a +10 bonus to this stealth check if you take it.
Roll away.
She said dope.
I say perfect. Sounds like a plan.
All right, roll away your stealth checks.
26.
26.
You said it was a +2?
+10.
+10?
1-0.
Okay, and it is a... So... 29.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll something cool. And you two are able to make your way over there. What specifically are you looking for? Yoy, both, either? What's the plan?
I'm really kind of just looking to see if, like, there's any guards coming this way, and if we get all the way to the other entrance without them seeing, if there's any sort of, like, extra guards showing up, I guess.
Sure.
'Cause it did just make a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm. You are basically able to make your way over there. If both of you would like to roll a little perception check for me. Give me a roll.
Natural 20, baby.
Ooh!
10.
10. Okay.
You have a +10? And you rolled 10?
That's to stealth, not to perception.
It's a +10 to stealth. That's all it does.
They're rolling perception at this moment.
Oh, I thought you were rolling stealth. I was about to say, we gotta take you out back.
I rolled a 0.
26 on my stealth.
Mm-hmm. Both of you kind of slowly make your way there until Yoy has brought you up to a certain point in the sewer system that she doesn't feel comfortable kind of taking you closer. Both of you can hear the sound of a guard kind of milling about underneath. This access point, Yoy, you remember, has kind of a similar kind of rally point that the other one does, of where it's like a room at the end of it where people can drop down, kind of orient themselves before heading out. And you can hear the sound of a man armor-clad there. The natural 20, though, that's something interesting. That's something very interesting.
What does that mean?
It means that, the manhole cover hasn't been replaced yet, and the muffling, although it's now coming from distance rather than distance plus the manhole cover, there's still scraps of a conversation you're hearing. And although you're not able to necessarily make out any of the words, since these people are farther away from the hole, they're not like standing directly above the manhole cover, and honestly, it's kind of the perfect storm that you catch any semblance of these voices. Because the first voice you recognize being the soldier's voice that you heard talking to Glaerun when you were hiding on the ladder. The voice that's addressing him, you also happen to recognize.
Oh God, please don't tell me.
Deeper voice.
Oh God, please don't tell me.
That
Did the gods will it, JC? Did the gods will this?
As you can almost, even though you don't hear words of the conversation, you can almost picture in your head the sentence formed by the Inquisitor's lips of the gods' will. As you can hear some sort of addressal happening up top. This man's deep voice kind of washing over the guard, the soldier, and the guards up top, kind of giving them either a dress down or some sort of statement. But the tone and cadence of that voice, something that you've heard so personally before, is undeniable. The Inquisitor's up top. You're not close enough to hear exactly what he's saying, and it'd be a risk to try and move into the room with the guard, but you know he's there.
Yoi is going to pat shoulder really hard as like a just like really, really hard, and then she's going to go, we gotta go, like, now.
I'll just give Yoi like a silent nod, and then we can start moving back the other way.
All right. The two of you decide not to traipse any closer than you've already gotten and maneuver your way back. Once again, the group starts as a group of 3 and ends as a group of 5, as without issue or hindrance, Yoi and appear back at the top of the eastern entrance of the sewers. The group's back together, seemingly no worse for wear.
We should probably keep moving.
Guess who I heard on the other end? Our
Let's-
lovely Inquisitor friend.
Keep moving.
The Inquisitor is down there?
He's about to be down there, I guess. There were
We should
people up top.
we should go now.
Yeah. I believe it hasn't been an hour. So if anyone would like to make stealth checks, you get +10s.
And where will you be going with these +10 stealth checks?
We need to circle the block before we go down the tunnel,
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
and I need to hit the perception of all perceptions. What time of day is it?
It's approaching noon. You guys address this
Can't help.
in the morning.
Never
Are
mind.
we
You guys have
trying
fun. I'm staying
to-
in the bag.
Are we
Which,
trying to keep them away from coming down here? Like at all cost?
That's Adler's business. We're trying to get back to the underground is how I feel about it. But I'm in the bag and also don't have a choice. I'm no good when the sun's out. You're on your own.
Yeah.
I think we just make it back and then we tell Adler, like, hey, careful down there, champ.
That was
Yeah.
kind of my plan. I just wanted to see if we had pulled any attention, which we have. So I figured we just tell, hey, we got it done. Unsurprisingly, we have attention. So maybe let that chill for a bit.
Okay, one thing to think about. If they come down here and are looking around, is the Inquisitor going to be wise enough to follow the Red Pittons back to the doorway that leads to the
I don't
underground?
know that, like, unless specifically looked for, the Pittons, like, mean
No
anything
one wanted to
specific.
listen to Ophelia when she said we shouldn't lay down the pits. But
That was
no,
then.
Let's
was my
finish the.
please now.
Let's finish that. Let's finish.
Would you
the
rather have
job.
not gotten paid?
We're
I'd
in it,
rather
we're in it
not
now.
get.
Let's
I'd
just
rather not get strung up
They
upon the
don't-
wall.
They don't know it was
Okay,
us.
well, then
They
let's
didn't
go.
see my face, and I gave them a fake name. We're not tied to this at all.
Then let's get going. Why are we talking about it?
yeah. Let's.
Yeah,
let's
which
go
of the
ahead.
two entrances is closer?
I think we'll take the farther entrance. But let's go.
of doing the of getting into the underground, not the sewer.
Yes.
Yeah, the underground.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're trying to off the cuff think about which one's a bit further away. I do think just the non hookah lounge one, the ones that is just a different grate, ironically enough, is a bit further from the hemisphere line of the city, and so you guys are able to make your way there. It sounds like some of you are trying to stealth. Is that what it
Yeah.
sounds like?
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Don't forget you got a +10.
22.
Oh, good luck.
17.
Okay. Anyone else?
I technically don't have to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll roll.
Oh, do I have to redo it?
Yes, because now you're up top.
Damn it. Okay.
Damn it.
I loved my 29.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you do.
21.
I got a 9.
You have
You got
plus
a-
10.
I do 19. I have a 19.
Okay.
Oh, the plus 10.
Interesting. Interesting. Good to know. You all make your way over to the we'll call it do-it-yourself access point to the underground.
I guess I'll make a listening perception check since I can't see.
Sure.
Do I hear us being tailed?
Let's find out.
I make
Yeah,
a
20 would go.
perception.
Great.
Hell, what'd you get?
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you're able to make a normal perception as well.
18.
18. Ooh. You are keeping your head on a swivel as everyone kind of selects a pathway to go down with the shadows kind of coating over them. You guys have a bit of a walk ahead of you as you are making your way to basically another bit of a section of the town, another district. And as your head is kept on a swivel, you are paying attention to a lot of pieces. Anyone who is who walks by, who seems to get a small bit of view of you, and how they react. Of most people wanting to mind their business, and so if they do stumble in front of one of you, just kind of avoiding and making their way along the main street. All of these people reacting in different ways of disgust, indifference, pity, a wide range of emotions happening on the streets. There is a individual that, as one of the group passes, you're watching. In this instance, it happens to be Aelin, kind of like stepping past with his like kind of heavy bag. hosting Ophelia, there is a person kind of leaning up against the side of an innocuous building with a cloak kind of pulled up over their shoulders. And rather than just disregarding which dozens of people have done on your travels there, you watch as this cloak slowly, the head lifts up to almost kind of watch the man with a heavy backpack kind of traipse across the street, doing his best to remain inconspicuous.
Why are we stealthing on the main road?
No, it's on the side roads. This is someone who is next to the main road that you guys passed on the building.
Oh, someone caught a glimpse.
Someone caught a glimpse, and rather than disregarding like how everyone else, you've noticed that this person's head, although obscured by the cloak, seems to track Aelin as he continues onward.
Whack.
But he does not seem to make an attempt to follow if you all want to continue onward.
If he's chilling, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I guess continue onward. I mean,
I'm assuming I hear nothing.
No, you don't. A cloak moving is not there to hear anything, and you would have gotten something if they had rolled one lower, but that's how the dice falls.
What about smell?
I smell a
I'm
fresh
moving.
cloak through this backpack.
It smells fresher than mine, which has been ripped to pieces to play as bandages every now and again.
Absolutely. And all of you make your way to the underground entrance through giving a small bit of basically interaction with the person at the gate. Each of you, one by one, are able to filter into the actual underground without much issue. Are we heading straight to Adler? Or is there anything else in mind?
Straight to Adler sounds
Yeah.
good to me, unless
Yeah.
someone else has some place to go.
Let's go get paid.
I'm good with that.
Well, we won't get fully paid for a while because they got to go and verify how
That wasn't
good our
part of the
route
deal.
is, right?
I
Well, the
think
deal
I think
was
did
we
say
get
that
paid
stuff
more
was
the
wrong.
better the route is, which implies they need to see what the route looks like.
We get paid
Yeah.
immediately for making the route in general.
All right.
I do need to.
Let's go.
I do need to
negotiate that.
have Yoi do something for me.
Something for you?
I mean, I saw her traipse through the dookie and clean herself off. I wanted to clean off my ink-stained hand.
Yoi's going to look at your hand. I think you can handle a little ink, considering you wanted to laugh at me with your little spider friend.
Larry, please. You hear mimicking out of the back. I'll roll you a performance too.
How convincing is it?
I'm doing it with disadvantage because it'd be funny. I rolled double fours, but she knows what I'm doing.
Yoi's face goes like really red with anger and embarrassment at the same time. And she's going to look at Glairin. You let this happen. This is your fault.
Excuse me?
Hand, please.
Do the thing.
Will one of you help her?
I do the thing.
You do the thing.
the look like
Oh,
you're
that's
just
the
gonna
hand.
let her.
The hand.
I need it cleaned off. I want her to prestidigitation me, but she's too traumatized by spiders and dookie.
Oh, I thought you were getting the way. But the hand. Yeah, I forget the hand. It's filthy.
My hand's covered in ink.
Are you not interested in helping out with the nasty, messy hand?
After that?
Oh wow.
Is that in character?
Surely you could help with the messy hand. I mean, of all people.
I only have the one limb. I can barely clean it myself. I
And
pry the
surely
door open.
You guys
Help
could've
with
went
the
through
pittance.
the mud.
I spot the kobolds. I do everything in my power, and Lambkin won't clean my hand because she got scared of a spider.
Maybe you should have thought of that before making fun of her.
Oh, maybe she should have thought of that for doing something so humorous. It's not really my fault now, is it?
Fine. If I clean your hand, will you just leave me alone?
Mimicking your own voice, she goes, "Yoy, please."
Can I press prestidigitation so hard that Ophelia loses her other arm?
Not
You
quite.
can soil things.
You
with
can
prestidigitation.
soil it more with prestidigitation.
You, bro. Do it.
What's your HP?
Do it, please.
Higher than you probably think.
If like, are you gonna
Can I
help or
press
not?
prestidigitation, some ink onto Ophelia's face without her noticing while I take it off of her hand?
I'm in the bag, so you'd have to pry the bag open.
You're just holding your hand out the bag?
Yes. Stream is buffering for me. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
That was just me. Look, I asked nicely. It's up to you.
Fine.
There's a purpose to it. You don't know it, but you wouldn't ask if there wasn't a reason.
Does anybody else need cleaning before I even start this?
I think I'm okay
No.
with making the offering.
All right. And I will prestidigitation. I can't pronounce that fucking word, guys.
Prestidigitation.
Just
Um,
clean that shit up.
Just clean it
Preston
up.
Scott.
Preston.
Let me look up that name and make sure that name's someone heinous in history.
Preston.
Prestidigitation.
Indeed. As the kind of slight warm arcane sensation coats the hand as the paint or ink gets kind of stripped off of the palm and back of Ophelia's hand.
How kind, Lambkin. Just for that, I'll warn you about the spider next time.
How kind of you. Could you just give it to someone else next time? Or just let me know. I have sending stone earrings. I made them for a reason.
Those only work one direction one time.
Two
I can
directions
make
one
them
time.
multiple times.
It's much easier just to do it that way. Look, did you or did you not get warned about the guards? Was it or was it not helpful? Did I or did I not help you solve the tasteless high elf puzzle to unlock a door?
I will admit it was helpful, but I will never know if there's a web in my hair for the rest of my lambkin life.
Of course there's no web. It can't make a web. I'll explain this to you later.
Okay.
Jeez. How temperamental you northern folk tend to be. Scared of spiders and everything in between.
Are you, is your hand still out of the bag?
And she's kind of like doing like a yapping gesture with it while pointing it at the sound of your voice. To kind of like emulate her talking to you. Like she's really hamming it up with you right now.
JC, I'm prestidigitationing the entire arm. So
Okay.
it's all soiled now.
She flicks it at you.
What-
Covered in ink, I'm assuming.
Are you soiling it back with ink?
can I soil it with like lukewarm water that almost just feels like sweat?
100%.
Dishwater? You're gonna
You're
dishwater
gonna
me?
dishwater Ophelia?
Yup.
Nice.
Like the hand has been plunged into dishwater that's been sitting for a couple of hours.
She is gonna pop out of the bag and like splash you with this dishwater for being a shitter about it.
At least you're clean.
What can I do here? What can I do here to ruin Lambkin's life?
You started it!
But I'm ending it too. Careful, Lambkin. I sleep a lot less than you do. And with the arm still out of the bag as I let this lukewarm dishwater dry, I'm gonna do like I've got my eyes on you to like fuck with her, and then I guess I'm gonna end the interaction there.
End the interaction.
Not really a threat. I'm done with Lambkin for now. Though my arm is useless, which, if you think about it, after about the 5 minutes we're walking, it's like, damn, that really is her only arm. She can't do anything in the bag. And if that weighs on your conscience, you let me know.
And everyone feels bad.
It's like it's just the cripple kid in school that chooses fights with everyone.
Didn't even choose a fight. I'm having a great time with the Lambkin.
She's too embarrassed to think about feeling bad right now.
You know what? Valid as hell. I understand. I'll have to wait for it to dry naturally. At least it'll smell vaguely clean.
All right. Well, the lot of you all head down to the areas in the underground where you know the gang that you've been kind of let into does their activities. Are you looking for a audience with Adler, I assume, is the immediate thing?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay. Easy enough. As you all kind of go through the standard procedure of stepping into the main area, finding someone who looks a little bit less standoffish than the most and looks like they're there with a purpose rather than just to hang out, drink, and bet on if something's in the pit or not. Ask for a thing with an audience with Adler, and with that, this time it is a just a human woman with kind of jet black hair that furls and funnels over her shoulders in two different parts that run down to her waist. She nods and kind of leads you all over to a room along the side. You can kind of hear Adler's voice kind of speaking out in kind of muffled tones of, this is generally what we think is going to be the correct path for the four of you to take, but you are able to address this in whichever way you see fit. And as the woman kind of opens the door at the end of see fit, the lot of you kind of peek through the door, and you can see Adler standing at the head of a table with his hands kind of pressed down in a standing position. His fingertips kind of pressed into the wooden table. Kind of to his side, you can see a collection of people, two to each of his side, kind of looking at him. These look like, you'd say, a little bit more hardened types of people. Each of them kind of wearing or kind of set to the side different masks and helmets, bits of studded or metal armor across their forms, as each of them all almost in unison turn from looking at Adler to looking at whatever commotion is at the door. And in between all of them, kind of set in this bowl of bodies on the table, you can see this very looking exceptionally long, wicked-looking crossbow with different runes etched in on the side where you, or on the bottom of the crossbow where one would rest their hand to kind of aim and balance, and a kind of bright, almost like bluish white colored wood-looking bolt that has kind of been set in but not pulled back to tautness on this crossbow. As the 5 of them look at the lot of you, and Adler kind of recovers first beyond all of them. Well, we're done with that for today. You make your decisions and get back to me. As the 4 people kind of push back, kind of stand up, you can see one of them kind of dusting himself off, kind of adjusting his neck, almost like he's stretching, like he's been sitting in the same spot for an extended period of time and is kind of stretching his muscles. As each of them kind of step past you, you can kind of feel or almost smell the heavy aroma of different arcane materials on these 4 people. Everyone in the underground kind of gives off a bit of a working above the law kind of vibe, with some sort of a legal contraband kind of worked into their kit that you've seen here. These people reek of it as the 4 of them kind of pass the rest of you by. And Adler kind of flexes his hands before putting the tips of his fingers back down on the table and looks at the lot of you. Well, that did not seem to take you all day.
No. And honestly, there wasn't very much barring our path, just a kind of weird door, and that was about it.
Well, if someone had to make sure that the city was just spreading a rumor of things down there, I'm sure you're happy it was you that had to have that easy job of proving that there was nothing to fear. I take it the path is suitably marked, then?
The path is marked, but it did cause some noise of us putting those in. I'd let it cool down for a while before checking it out. There's guards there.
Did you have a run-in with them?
Little run-in.
A little run-in early, but after we put them in, we went and checked out their where they were coming in, and there sounded like quite a few more there than before.
I see. We'll have to have some sort of lookouts to determine when we're ready to open for business. And if the path is still dangerous, then I can't really check to see how good of a job you did. But if you've actually marked something aside, said that there's nothing there, I can have someone confirm that at least a path is made. Someone a little bit further up on the totem pole than all of you. And then we're squared in that department. And you've actually done something correct.
You'll need these. They're sort of the key to that odd door we told you about.
You're handing over
Who has the rods?
Who who's handing over the rods, if anyone?
Ophelia pulled him out as we went, but, Yoi was down there that way, too. She could have grabbed him.
I thought that Yui might have grabbed them, but if Ophelia said that she did...
Ophelia was doing things with the pit, and so you could have grabbed him as we came out, and that would have been fine.
Okay.
That's what I thought the plan was. So Yui has the rods.
All right. You set down the collection of colored tubes down on the table. You can see his eyebrow kind of raise.
You have a piece of paper we can write down the key as well.
I can be arranged. One moment. And he basically calls for it, and if you want to, you are able to write down the key for him.
Does anybody else know the key other than Yui?
Ophelia knows it. She was there.
Had it figured out when we went over the vows. Like, I had that written on my paper, but he walked away, so he hasn't had it confirmed.
Yui will write it out then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you scratch this across a piece of parchment, Adler kind of takes it and looks it over. It was ridiculous to lock up a water testing plant, but it is not up to me how the city wastes their money. Honestly, this is, I'd say, at least half the proof I need that you guys actually accomplished something down there. Congratulations.
Did we already warn him about the kobolds?
No one said anything about it. I believe what was said is there really wasn't any danger down there.
Yui's gonna kind of make eye contact with everybody at the table with, like, a look of, like, should we tell him? But, trying to keep it as subtle to where, he doesn't pick up that she knows something that they haven't said, I guess.
Sure.
So the agreement was we find a path, it's confirmed, we're paid 300 gold for the group?
For the lot of you, yes.
I think bringing back the vials, finding the key itself, interprets a bonus, because that sounds interesting to me. And I think an additional bonus in order for deeming that the threat was kobolds, sending a message, marking the path, and everything in between.
So there is a threat
Not
down
exactly
there.
heads. Yes, but if you speak their language, which I'm not exactly sure which it is, they are not unreasonable.
Kobolds being not unreasonable to people who are armed and armored doesn't strike me as odd. If they're small groups of scared people with nothing but rags on their backs, they might be a little bit less agreeable. Kobolds are still a danger, albeit a pitiful one.
We've marked the walls, letting them know where they can and cannot go to keep them away. A deterrent is a deterrent.
This is assuming kobolds know how to read or even care if they do.
They're
They can
also
speak, they can
not
read.
on the direct path through where we marked.
They are not. This was done extra.
They're in the other half of the sewers that we didn't go into at all.
I see. Let's...
They only came scattering at us because we were hammering in those pittons you wanted anyway. They don't seem very inclined to move without the cover of them. They barely got close enough to cause an issue in the first place. So, I suppose if you don't descend upon them, they won't descend upon you.
Well, regardless, I can't really say that that path is safe. And as such, means that I'll have to divert some of the funds that might have been going towards bonuses to hiring a person to walk these frightened individuals to their freedom. Such, I don't see a need for anything more than the main part. You did your job, you got the pittance in, but you also tell me that I can't verify the path right now because of guards, and it might not be entirely safe because of kobolds. Base level is fine at the moment. You've done a job, I would not call it an exceptional one.
Well, then I suppose you'll have to find a way to open the door, because the vials are extra too.
And see his eyes kind of narrow at you over Aylin's shoulder. You were saying that the path is closed then.
Oh, it's open, just not in a way people are going to pay for. There is another door down there. If you're like mucking about through shit and disease, that path is technically safe. We have a key for that door too. This is just one that I think people will feel more inclined to pay for. And as such, a technically safe path with the key through the shit and the muck constitutes what you said for the job. I think the vials, made of whatever the high elves deem important enough to take notes about being painters for, is worth dutifully extra. Does that seem fair to everyone else? After all, we did find them, break the lock, find the password. So, I think that's fair.
Seems so to me.
Yeah, I suppose I'd concur. I agree.
Don't get me wrong, just because we're not from here originally, and that we are down here, doesn't mean that we're uneducated or don't know how things work. Because truth be told, 300 gold for a group that has already proved themselves, twice now, so to speak, to go clear out a kobold nest and instead finding you a completely safe path that had guards, which I'm sure you knew had guards, is completely reasonable for a higher bonus. Or if you'd like, you could muck through the shit.
Make a persuasion check, Ophelia.
Can I have advantage because everyone's kind of backing me up on this?
I can give you advantage. I have the thing for it. Proficiency.
The proficiency.
I was gonna say I could as well.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Someone else want to roll it?
You were the one heading it. They're the ones that are able to assist.
Oh boy.
Oh
I
boy.
don't have any bonuses. Look, 14 is I'm gonna let it ride. I can't actually do anything about that. I can't cast a spell on him or anything like that, and I don't have anything in my pocket.
You all see him look at each of you. You really do put, what should we call, some sort of, some amount of care into this. And it's not like your services are done. Who am I to stop the Chainbringers' charity to lift all of you out of your squalor just a little bit more? With how the split goes, unless if you are counting out pieces based on how effective people were, it'd be 50 to each of you, split evenly. How about I up that 65 each? A nice little bonus for each of you.
Insight check.
Sure.
21.
He's obviously not happy about the first time you guys successfully come back from anything, are already haggling for a higher price. But he seems to be the want of him to have people who could necessarily be a boon to him seems to outweigh the need for him to stand his ground on the 300 flat. As such, that appears to be the reason why he was willing to add on a bonus for each of you. He's not happy about it.
For the job in vials, if the kobolds prove to not be an issue because of our warnings, a 10 gold bonus later. Sound fair?
Mark my words, those kobolds will be a danger. I'll take that off of just betting practices alone. Kobolds will cause an issue. Hopefully not a large one. Hopefully we won't lose too many people off of it. But they will muck about. 65 for the lot of you. Alright?
If they do cause a problem, don't be afraid to hire us for that too.
I'll think about it. Things are becoming a little bit more heavy-handed these days. The police being as strict as they are, we need to push back just a little bit more. Now, of course, the first bit of things that will come off of it, if you are as sure as you are about the integrity of the sewers, you all are more than welcome to be hired as escorts for the first batch of lonely people and desperate to get southward. It'd be a little bit of a trip. Of course, we could pay for any rations that you should need, but a nice walk. And if Becca's statements are correct, a good amount of you are quite desperate to get on the other side of that wall yourselves.
No, I think we're okay.
Not the traveling type. I see. Fair enough.
I'm gonna give Ophelia a look when she says that.
If we do end up dealing with the kobold situation in our own way, we'll come back to negotiate the price.
I'm sure you will.
65 for the vials and the combination to the door. You'll need to send someone there to pry it open. I don't even think I could fit through it as it is now, all things considered.
Something I'll let the escort know. Our first mission will only allow for one of the higher paying refugees, is what we'll be referring to them, to escape with a armed escort due to both a professional lack of faith in the safety of the sewers and now needing to get through a door. But I'm sure they'll have that handled and be traveling south faster than we can say Inquisitor. If you're not willing to take the traveling job, I'll think of something for you in the meantime. Don't you worry. But be happy. I'll get you your coin in short notice, and you can say that you've done a good thing. Now, if you don't mind, I have a couple more meetings to get to with people willing to get some things done. Ta-ta. And he kind of like with his right hand kind of like makes a sweeping motion across the table.
I'll start to leave.
Fuck yeah, we'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
Take the money.
Okay. You guys.
By the way, with all that gold we just got, I now have 69 gold pieces.
Hell
Yo.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
The best. Now you
Nice.
can't buy anything.
The
I
best,
think
the
five
losing
best.
and
all of my
So he
gold
did give us the
was
gold
maybe-
one?
Maybe
So-
the best thing that could have happened.
Mm-hmm. So what you guys are doing now is, I assume the rods are being left on the table.
Yes.
Along with the key.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like
No.
the password. No?
No. The password and the rods, the shit door key, we are not giving him. He
No,
didn't pay
not
for
the key.
that.
That's what I meant. The password.
Yes, the password and the rods, not the actual key to anything down there. They fix those doors, he can come back and pay for that key. He wants to work us to the bone, I'll bleed his ass dry. That's how this world works.
As each of you exit, the woman who had brought you here, he gives her kind of like a short order, and she kind of nods, leads you guys over to another kind of separate area. It looks like it was once some sort of maybe another underground bar area, but the countertops have been plated with these kind of metal casings. And as she kind of goes over and talks to one of the half dozen people that are behind this counter, they nod, and they kind of pull aside a kind of large bag, large brown bag that clinks heavily of coinage as they kind of set it up on the metal trays. And she says something else, and the guy nods, and you can see as he kind of takes this kind of metallic box out that kind of slides from the counter, opens it up, and those of you curious enough to kind of peer over the counter sees as he's kind of taking and shoveling a collection of gold coins into a secondary pouch. When he's kind of collected and counting out, the one larger pouch and then the smaller pouch are both passed to her, where she then passes it to you all. With it is enough for, if you guys decide to evenly distribute it, is 65 gold pieces.
I'm fine with evenly distributing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine with that too.
If nothing else is required, I'm just gonna assume we're like near the market. I'm gonna slink off to the market.
Yeah, easy enough for you all to do. Anyone else wants to go anywhere, or are you just booking at Yoi? Somewhere else? I think we are good.
I think I'd like to take a bath.
No, I don't think so. I think Yoi will go straight to her room.
Do you have a room down here?
Oh fuck, not down here. Jesus.
Or
So
you
we're
going back
talking
to the
about.
top?
At the
Shit,
fresh
let me
flask.
think. Let me think here, because
All
we're
right.
still down here. Because we just got paid.
Did tell people about the guy? Is the important part of that. Before you make that decision to go out of the dude in the cloak that noticed us.
I'm gonna be honest. Yum didn't think enough of it to say anything.
Okay.
Nothing's been said.
Yum trusts that it'll be fine.
All right.
Alright, well. Lyron's going back up to the fresh flask and is going to take a bath.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the better bet. I think Yoi will also head up Fresh Flask.
2 heading upwards.
Was there any type of tub or anything at the place in the downstairs, the Broken Crow? Or was there bathroom? Was there? Or was it communal?
It was communal.
So, yeah, that's not terrible though. You know,
We
You know
talked
what alien's
about
gone through?
the mistress.
Well, we can't
Didn't
just go up there like this, though, can we?
We can't show up there, but I'm sure we can show up to one of their establishments and take a bath there with the fragranced oils and flower petals. We did
They
just
wouldn't-
get paid.
They wouldn't be off put by our condition.
What do you mean our condition?
Well, that I smell like shit from the sewers.
You act like you're the only man to ever smell shit to go to a whorehouse.
Nice.
And besides, we're only going to bathe anyway.
I have heard many stories. Yeah. Why don't we? It is payday, like you said.
All right. So
Time to live it up like a poet on payday.
sounds good. 2 of you heading to the mistresses. 2 of you heading up to the Fresh Flask, and 1 of you stealing away to the market. We're gonna start with I assume you have something in mind as you're heading towards the busy market square. Underground Alinar Orin.
Yeah, you mentioned there was a dude who does like forgeries around here.
Mm-hmm.
I had noted where he was. Could I go find that dude?
Absolutely. You kind of step into underneath kind of one of these tent tarps that kind of extend for about maybe 15 feet. You can see kind of splayed out is this kind of like thick blanket that he this individual is kind of kneeling on and over. This kind of almost like the most wiry gnomish individual that you've seen. These kind of thin circular bottle cap glasses over his eyes as he's looking down at this slab of wood that has a collection of parchment, wax, and ink on it. As he looks up with his kind of magnified eyes kind of blinking at you as you kind of step in. Do I know you?
I don't believe we've met. I'm new down here.
Good answer. What can I do for you?
I need help making some forms.
Ask away.
I essentially just need like an identification paper that says it's for a female blue dragonborn.
Kind of like pulls up his bottle cap and wipes his right eye. Female blue dragonborn.
Yeah.
All right. Not. It would be easier if the person you are making a pass for was here so that I could get proper dimensions. Or is this for someone who doesn't exist at all?
JC, do you think I would maybe know this person's dimensions, or?
I mean, you'd get to basically, as this is something that you can kind of mold, you can give them the dimensions. Like, you know, like, about what height you go to. You could give, like, a guess of their weight, that sort of thing.
Okay. I think I'm pulling from an old party member.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can just give you the dimensions.
All right, it's... Well, it's not me to question when some gold comes through. And, just a identification for a blue female dragonborn.
JC, do you think I would need anything else if I got stopped in the streets?
Not unless if you're like casting magic.
I don't do magic. No, that should be it.
All right. So, and the two of you, he kind of sits you down, and is like, okay, the height needs to be this, the weight needs to be this, place of origin, and he's like ready to write down like Ashar. If you want to correct him to Paphlios, you can. Otherwise, it will be from Ashar.
I will correct him to Paphlios.
Okay. Basically writing out this document. And he will get to make a roll.
I'm doing like very mild identity theft.
Very mild, yes. Okay. As this man kind of takes it, and you see it stamped with some sort of wax, pulled over, kind of written on this, and kind of writing the needed name and informations. He kind of eventually, after about maybe like a little bit over an hour of time spent very carefully kind of crafting this and referencing things, stamping things out, basically holds it up to you. Well, I think this should do you very well then, for this very real person. And kind of slides the sheet towards you, and it is very very distinctly crafted to not look like it took any effort. You can see small bits where the handwriting has kind of changed throughout the document, where like the place of origin and like more general details look like they're in one sort of handwriting, where the finer details like the height and weight are in a different handwriting to insinuate different people have made their mark on this form. And then the seal originally of this kind of Paphlios wax that has been kind of splayed across the bottom right hand page, and then an Usapait one that marks entry into the nation that is splayed over the left-hand side, just gently crossing over the middle of the Paphlios mark, as the Usapait seal is quite large and envelops the page.
Okay. Thing I would like to note, the name on this is Marin.
Marin?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here is Marin's documentation. That would be 8 gold pieces, dear.
Damn. Now I'm down to 61 gold pieces. Fuck. Alright, I'll hand it over.
Hands you the document. I look forward to meeting you for the first time next time.
I'm sure you won't even realize it's happened. Thank you so much.
He gives like this small little like head bow, and you're able to kind of shuffle out from underneath his tent.
Do you know how tempted I am to just like show up every so often? And just like, like now I'm just like, yo, will you make me this blue dragonborn? Maybe next time I show up as a blue dragonborn, I'm like, yo, can you make me this dark elf, and then I should like next time I show up as a dark elf, I was like, hey, can you make me just like fuck with him, like ever just come back and see if he ever catches on.
If he ever catches on.
Dude, I'm so like, it'd be so funny.
At some point he'd catch on, but he would just take the money, be like, "Oh, my favorite client, 8 more gold, please."
Ah, I've never met you before. Again.
Okay. But is there anything else you'd like to be doing in the marketplace?
It's like, what? It's probably like 2-ish, 3-ish now.
Now, yes.
Maybe I'll just grab like a late lunch.
Easy enough to do.
Maybe maybe we'll go back to like where I got breakfast and get like the fancy meats and cheeses and shit.
Sounds good. Easy enough to do.
Does that cost me? Is that like a gold?
For a meal like that, no, it'd be closer to a silver.
10 copper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sick. I'm running out of copper out here.
That's what happens when you're in the small small stuff. But you got plenty of gold right now.
Yeah. I guess I'll go find the other two then. After I find lunch, I'll just like walk around while I'm eating.
Easy
Go
enough.
Find Aelin and Ophelia.
Easy enough. We will step away from you and head over to, well, two people are going to a bit of a new place. Well, somewhat of a new place. The mistress's house. The two of you make your way along the kind of edge of the market while is in the middle of it, kind of skirting alongside and heading over to one of the other tunneled edges that denotes another person's territory. You both begin to kind of make your way to one of the buildings that Becca had kind of told you about. And what are you guys looking for specifically?
So before I found an inn that had the saddest name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to find the bathhouse / mistress's domain that smells the nicest.
Oh, I thought you were going for the lustiest name. But smells the nicest.
The lustiest.
Whoa. Are you saying that in character?
Possibly Agonian.
No, that's over the table.
I mean, we can split a happy middle. Give me the lustiest name that smells the best. Take me to the highest of highs.
I worried
it's
it
on
would be
payday,
like,
man. Let's go.
I'd worry to be like walking through Macy's and we'll get through like the first 3 and then they will all just smell the same because we can't smell anything else.
Everything.
My brother in Christ, we're going to the perfume department. Don't you worry about it.
That's the point of it. You don't understand.
You don't understand.
The point is to not be able to smell everything because you're smelling everything.
I'll roll you whatever you want to locate the place that I'm looking for.
I mean, if you're looking for a good scent, that's perception from you guys. Gotta sniff that out.
We'll smell. We'll look. We'll see if anyone approaches us on the streets and says, I gotta type that one out. That's not for everyone else at home.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have anything. Wow. What do you got?
11 plus some change, I believe.
I got a 13.
Yeah, hang on, let me get it. I believe mine's gonna be a 13 or a 14. Yeah, 13.
13. The two of you kind of move through the marketplace at the edge of it where you know that the domains kind of, or at least have been told the domains kind of swap from one leader over to the others. You kind of try to follow your nose, and you do realize that this this area does in fact have kind of almost a uniform smell of different scents, perfumes, all kind of mixing and coalescing into one kind of almost damp nasal haze that kind of blocks out any one distinction from the two of you. And so you are forced to rely on visuals.
I'll try one more time, if possible. And instead of finding the sweetest scent, since it all smells the same, can I find the one that uses the sense of my home?
Interesting.
If I kind of brush my face, close my nose for a minute, and kind of let my senses wash out once more to give Aelin the not quite his people's experience, but the people he looks like experience.
I'll give you another roll. This won't be an advantage since it's already
Been done before.
been done. But I'll give you another roll.
It's lower than before.
Oh.
Aelin should give me an advantage. It'd be nice, but I don't think he can. I'll have to come back here again some other time. 8's the best I got, so I guess we're going by names. So we'll find the lustiest, best smelling name.
The lusty name.
I got some names too. If you need some.
You got some names?
I got some names. They're not great, but there's some names.
I feel embarrassed even saying one of the names.
Are you want him in the chat, or we can roll a dice?
I mean,
whatever you want.
The type of bathhouse that you guys are trying to go to has a name.
Send me the name and I'll say it out loud for you.
No, I got a list. That's the problem. If it's a bathhouse, something like
give me some and let me describe it. Let me pick what it is.
You want to describe it? That's something else.
Yeah, let me describe a little bit. What do you got? Let me see what you name in this place.
Right, let me throw it in a direct message. Explain the street. Dungeon Master, what do I see in the street?
Yeah, let's see what you guys. Well, it's not hard to realize what kind of place resides on the edge of the street, as you can see the kind of collections of basically runoff water that's been kind of collected on the side and dumped out, different things being scrubbed by the edge of the building. The building itself is basically a wooden 3-storied structure with a sort of both porch over the front and a balcony over the top. The porch area looks to be some sort of reception where there are a collection of chairs and sofas, all in some sort of wicker formation, things that are resistant to a lot of humidity and water. And you can see these individuals all in what can be defined as what you'd assume a tunic or several different strips of cloth that are made originally to be wavy in their initial acception would look like if they are then pulled taut against whichever form is being described. As you can see different races of people kind of milling about in the on the patio, the kind of more dressed individuals there obviously being patrons beginning to pay their way. You can see gold kind of exchanging hands to more lesser dressed individuals as they take the coin into their hand and then take the patron by the hand and lead them into the building, where you can see there's windows that were or should be used to get light into a building if this was on the surface, but even with it being underground, the curtains are drawn tightly around, and you can see every time that the door opens to let an employee and a patron inside the building itself, a large cloud of steam manages to escape before the door shuts behind, and you can just see the coalescing of vapors at the bottom of the frame. Where the final sight of it is the balcony, where you can see the clad forms of nothing but any hair draping around them and their shoulders, and the fact that the fence of the balcony does not have is not simply logs or planks of wood. They are rather a solid wall to stop prying eyes from seeing below shoulder level. You can see a collection of dark elf women, tieflings, or even you can see a fire genasi man who, as his body kind of like almost kind of smolders like you would drop a coal next to a sauna, as you can see the steam kind of come off from the upper levels of these people kind of draping over their hands from the balcony down below to the street to almost entice patrons to come inside. And you see, somewhat obscured by one hand of a drow woman kind of covering it, simply the Lather House.
The Lather House. Yes.
I can respect that.
Yes. All right. I like before. Aylin's never done anything like this before. Before he can, I'm picking out the two people we're taking. That's the name of the game. What races do I got?
I can respect that. Yeah, I can respect that. Aelin might have done a thing or two like this before, but I will let you.
It's a thing of Ophelia hasn't really done anything like this before, but we've gotten it. We've got approximations. Don't you worry about it. Give me my races again. What do we have here?
The majority of them, both male and female, are dark elves, tieflings, and you can see a smattering of others. There are a couple humans, a couple fire genasi, but those are the main races that you can see.
I want one of the burlier fire genasi for me.
Easy
Aelin,
enough.
I'm gonna scope around. I want the prettiest dark elf woman of the bunch.
Make this is the most important perception check of your life, Ophelia.
I do need to like reach out of the bag and kind of like grab his shoulder and say, "Look up, drink it all in."
He's got the
Find
fucking
her.
googly eyes on.
Find her. Look. And I want advantage from trying to lead Aelin into. I'm leading.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
I can hear the disappointment in everyone's voices. This is great. This is exactly what I envisioned.
Who needs a snake when you got Ophelia around?
Roll your
The most
perception.
important perception check of my life.
Just
That one
what
fell
about-
off. That one fell off the table, but the one that didn't is very good. Let me find the one that fell and roll this. Can it get better? It can get better. An 18 and a 19 gets me a 23.
23.
Tell me what we've won.
What the fuck?
I'm feeling like a winner.
Denying you any sort of inspiration at the end of stream for that statement alone.
Look,
Tell me
I'm
what
looking
we've
for-
won.
I'm trying. This is not even going to be like a freaky thing. We really are just taking baths. I
Uh-huh.
promise you that's all that's happening here.
This is a bath that's gonna have to fade to black, and I don't
But
care.
with awesome company. That's what matters.
That's
It doesn't have
fine.
to fade to black. I can roll some low
be
charismas.
We'll be talking more or less. I'm probably going to smoke a cigarette in the bath. I'm not really doing anything.
Smoke a doobie.
I'm not doing anything awful here, but I know James is starting to come undone by the blood and all that.
Just
Well, don't worry, James. We'll get to the politics later.
We'll get to the politics later. Right now, it's my time.
This is
Oh,
the
I'm
part
still
that
looking
runs the.
forward to it.
this is
Runs
this
the-
is why all for the audience's record. This is why they wanted to be in Usapait for this scene alone.
Yeah,
Nothing
this
else.
and gambling.
This and gambling. This is what they do
I
in
mean,
real
I
life.
enjoy look, we're not going to be doing a lot of fighting. Look, let's just go. Take me upstairs.
Let's just get in there.
Let's just get in
I'm
there.
gonna like beckon out to the two that I pick. So I want one of the fire genasi men, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna pick the prettiest, like drow of the bunch, and I'll let them tell us their prices.
Absolutely.
You just point over my shoulder. Is that how that works?
I
Yeah.
beckon towards them,
You.
to let them know that like
Okay.
You-
Okay.
it's less of like a point like you, and it's more like an ushering forth to let them know that they have my attention.
Mhm.
Sure.
You the two that are picked out are a fire genasi. He's got a large burly V frame. You can see that he's from his kind of not like just a pull over of charcoal black hair over his like red pulling into orange skin, and you can see the bit of facial hair that he has over his chin moves from this charcoal black, almost like twinkling stars. You can see pieces of his facial hair kind of light up for a moment in orange, yellows, and reds before fading like coals in a fire. As you usher one over, you pick out a dark elf woman, deep amethyst purple eyes, long silver hair, and as the two of them kind of head over to you guys, we'll see a bit of a price. And generally speaking, for a bathhouse price, it is simply for the bath. It is simply a gold piece, and then it's one of those places where the price gets higher as things go farther. And so, at the moment, 2 gold piece needs to be exchanged hands, and that could be all that needs to be exchanged.
I'm paying just to get us in the bath. That's what I'm doing.
Then 2 gold is exchanged.
But
Yeah, that's fair.
like, I'm sure they know. Well, do they know who was picked for who? I don't know. That's up to them.
I'm sure you guys are not going nonverbal.
We're not. It is gonna be a shared room. That's
Mhm.
fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I am gonna let the fire Jossie know I do require some additional assistance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he can pick up on it. I'm sure he's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. As although he kind of reaches over, and it is a very kind of gingerly kind of picks you up out of the bag, as both of you are able to get into the state necessary for bathing, and as you wanting a basically one of those as you go inside, what you found out is the rooms are dedicated towards different types of things, and the first floor, which is what you guys are going to be using, are faux hot springs where you can see this kind of area kind of brought together, sectioned off into about 6 separate areas that you guys go into one of these places where there's this large open pool of hot water around basically a fake
They've probably
lakeside.
got very interesting magical contraptions to keep all of this heated. I am interested in those warming that they're using. I'll take a look as I pass by with an Arcana check. I am interested in
Sure.
this.
You don't want to know what's underneath the floor. It's 6 to 8 dark elves. Just magic fingers. Anyway,
this whole-
continue.
I can't make that joke. I'm pushing it far enough.
Or
I just want a fragranced bath with the full bathing only service and the conversation and maybe a bit to drink.
Phew, we're keeping it a PG-13,
Yeah.
folks.
It's R. Don't get me wrong, but it's not MA. We're
Mhm.
fine. I want a room, a drink, a conversation, and I want to be cleaned. I don't want to like. I want everyone to know the back channels. We have decided that Ophelia does this with Unseen Servant. It can't do it properly. I look. In the most unironic way possible, I need a human's touch right now. That's what we're doing.
Or not, I guess.
Traipsing through the sewers, made out to be criminals, hurt in ways not understood. I need a burly man to lift me over his shoulder and wash my hair.
And as such,
That's it.
both of you are able to take to the basic spa. As if conversations are wanted to have, absolutely we can start. Otherwise, the two of you are going to be enjoying a refreshing evening.
Let's save our conversations for next session, and then you can deal with the other two with the tail end of what we have.
Absolutely.
I do want to know. I would like to know, for my notes, the Dark Elf baddie's name, please.
The dark elf.
We'll okay.
No,
All right.
I have to know. I have to know for my notes.
We'll let him. No, give him a week to think about it. Give him a week to think
I
about it.
have her name.
Think on
It's
it, get back to
fine.
me.
All right, what's her name? What's
Amber.
her name?
You know, he has every person.
Of course it is. That's a fake name. Amber.
Amber.
Okay, so we'll talk offline. It can't be Amber.
No! Go to the other two.
Unfortunate.
Cut the scene.
And we fade to black. With the other two working on finishing up your deposit at the Fresh Flask, you two are able to go and grab bath tokens as needed. Get yourself cleaned up if there is anything that needs to happen with you two. Yoy and Glayrun.
Yoey is running around the house right now, so she will be on in a second.
That is all good.
Just going to do the bath thing and then maybe get a meal. We're at what, like afternoon, evening time at this point?
Yeah, like the 2-3 o'clock time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
I would like to note something.
Please.
I'm gonna run around in my bag, and I'm going to put the my new identification page for Marin. I'm going to put in the secret compartment of my backpack.
Absolutely. Perfect. Well, I do believe with one person basically getting their affairs in order, two people cleaning themselves off and settling down on the upper side of Alinar Orin, and two people cleaning themselves off in both physical and mental ways on the underside of Alinar Orin. I do believe this is where session is going to be brought to an end. It's felt like unironically felt like a bit of a shopping episode, even though like half of it was spent in the sewers. But with a little bit done, some money under your belt, new perspectives can be pulled, and new strategies can be made. Whether you're going to continue to work with Adler, or something else is going to rear its ugly head. Either in your minds, or in the world around you. That's for next session to find out. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm so sorry for the weird everyone disconnecting and reconnecting thing. That was odd, and I'll do my best to actually put the session together for the restream on YouTube. But until then, if you're watching the stream live, thank you so much for doing so. And if you're watching the restream on YouTube, thank you so much as well. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on either things. We love playing D&D. We do this without anything. We just like to know that you enjoy it too. Until the next time, thank you, Helminia, James, Suzanne, Cody, and Jazz. And I think with that, I will leave you a good night. Take care now. Bye.